Welcome back. I'm Fiona Mboa here at Church of Uganda Family TV with Ringdiaries, and today we are talking about handling conflict with kindness. Remember, at Ringdiaries we talk about anything and everything with about marriage. So if you have any topic you want to handle, please reach out to us and let us talk about it and see how we make our marriages better. Or if you have a particular individual can talk about something, please reach out to us and let us make our marriages better. And before we went for the break, Mrs. Samba here was telling us how to handle conflict with marriages. And children of God, our conflict should be different from non-believers. As she said, we cannot be fighting the same way as non-believers. Then where is our God in all this?
Where is our God in all this?
Where is our so just continue the conversation. Now, someone is saying, I understand it, I hear you, we need to be kind. But how?
Be an advocate for peace. I think in John chapter 14, where God says, peace I live with you.
My peace, peace that the world cannot give.
Yes. So put it in your mind that you're the ambassador of peace. Because Jesus himself is peace. When we talk of practical ways, Christians and Mrs. Boa, don't think of how to get a broom sweep. Some spiritual acts are practical and they are evident in us. There are some people you look at and you see peace. Please differentiate between being peaceful and being naive.
Yes.
Now, that is not being peaceful. You need to uplift him. My wife, that one, they can't even kill a fly. No, madam, you're not being peaceful. You need to up your game. The peace that God talks about is that in every situation where everybody is like, I will see what you do. Shock them.
Shock the world.
Act in a way that is very mature in the spirit. Act, respond, choose your words in a way that they will create peace, not accelerate the fire. It's a practical way. I know guys are expecting, like, hold his hand, first lock him in the house. No. Please, we serve the Prince of Peace. Let us start with that one. Be an ambassador of peace. Know that whatever comes,
but Mighty, I'm sure there's a view out there saying, you don't know what this woman has done to me. They are saying, advocate of peace. Do you know what she has done?
I know. And then when that does not sit in you, do you know what will happen? You will start exchanging words before the kids, for couples that have kids. And once there is that chaos, even the kids are going to grow doing the same mistake you two are doing. Because when you quarrel between, there you're not advocating for peace. You're saying, I'm still emphasizing, let us practice creating peace in ourselves, and it will
How
spread.
do we do that? Because this man has annoyed
That
me, or this woman has
That
annoyed
leads
me
me to my next step. Walk away. It's allowed. You don't have to finish all the solutions
My
there
words
and then.
are still there. I walk away.
You want to give,
Before you say that word,
give. No, it is very spiritual and very wise to get up and tell your spouse, my wife, I think this argument is still long. I feel I'm unable to continue. Excuse me, I'll be back.
And you walk away.
Go away. It is okay to accept that now where it has reached, you feel you won't handle.
You say words I will regret.
I might say words I'm going to regret. Give me a minute. Now, may I cry easily? There are even when I'm in situations, not even marriage, like work, and I feel the conversation is heating up. I may not be able to articulate whatever we are discussing very well. Tell them, excuse me a bit.
Isn't that rude? We are still in a conversation. I'm still abusing you.
You see how I brought it? Excuse me a bit.
I am still abusing you. Want to go out?
You see, I've not walked away.
Yes, I've actually asked, can I
You're
go?
still being the ambassador of peace. You don't just walk away when everybody's expecting you to answer.
And shut the door.
No. You see, you're carrying the peace with you. You understand there is an issue at hand you're handling, but you feel within you you're unable to contain it anymore. You don't want to blast anyone, neither do you want to humiliate yourself or humiliate the Jesus that you represent. So you say, please, I need to excuse myself. Let me tell you, everybody will let you know. You will leave them fuming like, but okay, you get it? And while you step away, it creates room for you to calm your nerves and think about what
you're shouting about.
What you're shouting about. Is it even worth it? Okay, if it's worth it. Are the words you're using even the right words? Are you sure they will not create more harm than good? So please walk away. It's okay. Come back to it later. You will finish. And it is amazing when you come back, Mrs. Boa, you will talk about it in a more developmental way. That's why I keep telling you, always look out for an opportunity in a conflict that is for growth. We cannot fight here. Me, the might that you know. And I lose everything just in shouting. I want to make sure in our fight, in a good way. But if we are just quarreling to make sure we satisfy our ego, I gave them, I gave him. My wife will not joke with me again. My husband, so what? What have you gained? What have you added to yourself or to him or to your home? Is there any decision that has come out of that is going to grow? Maybe the children. So be intentional about winning in life. Because I was even telling my mom yesterday, we are guests here. God sent us to accomplish a certain mission. We cannot just come and walk through and go empty-handed by winning arguments. I gave them. And so what? What did it add? Either to the house of Christ or to you in your marriage. And I believe my marriage, I look at it as a ministry. I thank God for it every day. I tell God, thank you for of all the people you trusted me that I can raise a home for you. I can raise a generation for you. So the way we look at things should shape our arguments. No matter how angry you are, if you know your intention, your intention is always to be Christ-like. You will not just argue for the sake of winning the argument. You always see that it ends well. If it has not ended well between us, but it has benefited someone in the process, that is kindness. It's for well-being of others.
So we walk away. When you feel it's too much, it is okay to actually walk away.
And pray. Then the other next step is, okay, you've walked away. I know you started with peace, be adapted with peace. You've walked away with your peace. And then you need to come back and now look for solutions. You create time. Depending on your spouse, you always know where to touch. You know, marriage is a union, so we are one. Even if you've lived together for 2 months,
you're one.
Now you know each other.
You can get at this, you know where this
You know when to talk to him or her. You know when it is right.
His good times.
And it is important that we study ourselves. Don't just bring a point because now you feel you want to talk. Even when you're at dining, maybe even have a mate, you give. Now you're not even solving the conflict that was there. It is growing wings now. You're adding many other problems. Even the maid is involved now. Even the guest who had come for the night is involved. I think we are wiser than that. Let us look for the right timing. You must know your person. I believe you must know your spouse. This one, I think we shall talk before sleeping off in our bedroom. You're like, this one, let me invite him for a coffee. Maybe we need to sit at Naminebege's House Gardens. We talk. This one, for people who like to travel. We need a trip to Dubai.
This is a Dubai trip.
You get
Talk about this.
Then as our pocket that is not Dubai, I think when we are Tulimon Nimiro, we do Tulima. I will tell him this thing was not right. Even if I moved on, surely we could have handled this in this way. So look for solutions. Talk about it. Don't just quarrel and satisfy your ego. What can we do
What has
about
come out
it?
of this quarreling that you're doing?
And what can we do about it? For example, if it is, say, alcoholism, and whenever he or she is drunk, let me first say if she's drunk, everybody sleeps hungry, maybe men are the ones escorting her home, or if it is a husband, he comes drunk, then threatens to beat.
All of you.
I now don't attack them when they are drunk. Are you going to solve anything? No.
Definitely not.
Leave them be drunk. Let them do their stupid things. Just make sure you are protected. Don't allow yourself to be hurt in the process. If they are violent when they are drunk, I tell you later. Never kuba. Then after you'll be like, oh, never. They even beat me when they are. But now the eye will not come back. Let us be, but we will not come back. Make sure you are wise. The Bible tells us that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. We need it daily. Guard yourself. Guard the children. Guard him or her. That one who is drunk can hurt themselves. You always know your home state. You get after they are in their normal senses. If you can record. Now me, I don't keep record of wrongs, and so I never keep evidence. But now this one, because you did think, I would show him. Keeping it on my phone is taking away peace, my peace. Because every time I look at it, before I show him, I'm already disturbed. Now that is my trick. I preserve my heart. I preserve my peace. What works for you, do that. But there are those who are bold enough, they keep the recordings. So
take a picture.
But also it is also okay. Use it in a fruitful way. When the time is right, sure, see. Honestly, honey.
When did you see?
Look at how you behaved. Is this okay for you? Do you think we record and show them? What can we do about this? And maybe they may not break that immediately, like alcoholism can be addicted, but slowly by slowly they may keep thinking about it. I can bring another example. I told you about addictions of phone. Now this generation is for phone. My God, there is when you serve food, someone is on phone. They eat, they are on phone. They go to bed, before saying good night, you will say good night, they will keep on phone. Waking up before saying good morning, they are on phone. What are the things that are more important than people around you? But that is the truth now. Like some people are really, really addicted to the phone. So what are you going to do? Are you going to get the phone and throw it away? The more you throw away, the more he or she will buy another one. You're already wasting the resources of the home. Yes, how can we be practical? And without necessarily being naive. And also without giving up on them. And also not letting the phone all the time be the source of quarrels at home. And now you are again on your phone. Must you talk about it all the time? By the way, for human nature, especially adults, the more you criticize me, the more I want to do it.
I want to do that.
It's just like I told you, when you lock me in the room, the moment I get out,
you're finished.
Like, you want even to do more. You get, for locking them.
What role does active listening play in all this?
Thank you. Now, when you actively listen, it creates so much room for negotiation, actually. I can call it negotiation. It creates so much room for negotiation because there you understand what you're talking about. There, when you're just making a lot of noise, you're not tackling the right problem. But when we sit down and you tell me, I bought land because I was planning, maybe I will surprise you on our anniversary. I'm sorry, honey, I didn't tell you I bought land because I was fearing we had planned that this money should buy a car. I know you love cars. I knew you didn't like it, but honestly, I was planning that with time I would take me listening to all that. Yes, I'm hurt. You should have consulted me first. But I will understand why you do things the way you do them. If I'm still not pleased, I will be able to now advise my perspective. I'm like, no, honey, even if I'm in disagreement, I promise if you shared with me, it would be well. We would still agree. Next time, please keep me in the loop of what you're doing. But do you think if you're not listening well, you are able to bring it out in a way that is amicable?
No.
You cannot. So active listening creates rooms for understanding the source of the conflict, and you're able to generate solutions to the source of the conflict. They could go away completely, or we could just pray about it. Some things will not go away
until we pray and fast about it.
So, dear viewers, we are not the master of minds that you must solve everything. No. We also need to appreciate that some things Katonda yabyesigaliza.
Tubimulekere.
Some situations we only pray about them.
How about empathy? Where does it come in?
It goes hand in hand with kindness. Being empathetic is sharing the other one's emotions. Where they have done something out of the ordinary and you think they shouldn't have done it that way, but you're putting yourself in their shoes. That is being empathetic. And in a way you're feeling sorry for them, if I may put it in ordinary language.
Yes.
You're kind of feeling sorry for them. If I use the other example again of alcoholism, some people alcohol controls them so much that you will feel sorry for them. No, you're not being naive like that you've given up on them, but sometimes you can look at them and you're like, actually he's trying to stop what he's trying to stop.
He's trying, it's just failing.
But the nyota they have for it, like, and you can only see that if you're empathetic, and then there you don't judge them so much, and maybe there you're a bit more considerate that you have been. And also when you're empathetic, when you put yourself in their shoes, that is when the way you react to their problems, the way you react to their is
different from here.
It's different from the world. Like we have seen, like we talked when these people are fighting and suddenly they kill each other by mistake. Life is gone, and because you're not empathetic. Empathy comes with, you be sorry for them. You be kind to them. And there you may avoid such outrageous situations like taking a life, like cutting an arm. There are men who are very, very...
Cutting an arm?
We had a situation in Bara, I saw it on news. It was at the beginning of this year or end of last year, where the man caught the wife cheating, and then the husband is these guys who own a butcher. He's a butcher man. And what is surprising is that even this one was not his wife, no? It was another person's wife, or person's girlfriend, whatever. But he was cheating with this one. Now the man learned that the girlfriend or whatever had kind of also done bad things to the other person. Yamudindira kubucha.
What do you mean?
You see, when you don't have an empathy, what happens? Yamudindira kubucha.
It's not even hers.
The first thing he did was they cut off from here. The pictures ran a lot on social media, in our church group, in magazine. Now the girl is without an arm. You know what they didn't do? Because this one is angry. So clearly that man has no empathy at all. He does not care. As long as you cut them.
Imagine you're his. If you can cut someone else's.
Now it means the wife is always on bunking. Yeah. So we need to be empathetic in every situation, in every action that we take.
Okay. What advice do you have for couples who struggle to stay kind?
One, I will repeat
especially during that time of conflict.
I will repeat it over and over and over again. We are not owners of these spouses. There is a God who created them.
They're not our property.
They are not our property. There is a God who created them. Ekintu kyo bwe kiba kikusobedde, turn to the wall, tell God, I asked for a wife, I asked for a husband, it is
And
you
you
who
gave
brought
me.
this one. Me, you can see I can't handle this one. You have seen. But the fact that you gave him or her to me, please come and help me handle. That's why I said you may not resolve everything. We are not angels. We are not the masterminds of all. So if you feel you can't be kind to them in that situation, it is too huge for you, please flee. Run, lock yourself in a room. On somewhere in the bathroom. But there are people who are blessed, the houses have many rooms. Go to the other and say, God, here I bring your person. You created him. You even know him better than I know. You know her better than I know. Surrender this one to God.
And especially when it becomes repetitive.
When it is
especially.
repetitive.
Like you feel you're being taken for granted.
There is
So
nothing
how are you able
much.
to be kind in such a situation?
There's nothing much you can do sometimes. Pray. God creates ways where there seems to be no way. We have seen people come out of certain things we thought they cannot. There are also sometimes when you have a spouse, even their family have given up on them.
Him, yes. You know, there's a time when you as a wife says, why are you still with us?
You get
like after all he has put you through, why are you still here?
You see. So what do? You're not God that you're going to change them. So I still encourage, let us pray. God changes situations, God changes man, because he's the one who created them. But while we are at it, please be ambassadors of peace. Take the practical ways that we talked about. When you're all angry, please pause and think, step away, get time, speak about these issues and create solutions. Yes.
And okay, what's the balance between being kind and standing up for yourself?
Being kind?
Because as I said earlier, sometimes our kindness is taken for granted. Where do you draw the line between being kind and being stepped on?
There is what we call tough love. Being strong is sometimes exercising tough love. There are certain things me as mighty I will not accept.
Okay.
Which example can I give? You do not have to accept everything.
Like there's that I should draw a line and say here, I cannot go beyond that.
For example, there are wives who are now like the funders of the home. Maybe the husband is not doing well and the wife is generating more income. You find the wife pays school fees, pays rent if they are renting, or pays the mortgage if they have hotels, or fuels the cars, buys the phones.
And the husband is doing what?
And then the husband maybe is incapacitated, genuinely not in position to provide, but also then the husbands take advantage. If he wants maybe to go meet with friends, buy oxen. If he wants maybe to go be with maybe side chicks, buy oxen. He wants to go drink, buy oxen. As a wife, you're still kind to him, but draw a line. You will not just dish money and facilitate behaviors that might break your marriage just because you don't want to say no.
You don't want to show them to hurt the man.
You don't want to. No. We've got to say no. I mean, it's being kind. In fact, sometimes being kind is sometimes saying no is kind. As we conclude, there is that example you gave me when Jesus was angry, came and broke.
And that is what I was actually going to ask you.
Broke everything in
People say we are trying to emulate Jesus. Jesus also got angry and threw down tables and beat people. And yet first you're saying, be kind in that time.
Now, that was a very good example of God standing for him, Jesus standing for himself while being kind. He was being kind to the temple of God, but he stood his ground and said, this cannot be a market.
So meaning that times you need to be tough to be kind.
If you have a husband who brings, for example, I'm sorry husbands, I'm offending you so much, I'm using an example, but you're good people. If he's one who brings maybe women in the house and pretend that these are my cousins, don't tell me you will make the bed, all guest houses, make them sleep well, even boil for them one more time, you're kind. Now you're not representing the body of Christ well. You've got to say no to certain things. they're actually being kind to your home.
And to yourself.
And to yourself.
When are we ever kind to ourselves?
And even to our children, what are they seeing? So it is very kind of you to say no to very bad behaviors that are not acceptable, either in your home or by Christ. So no is a kind gesture also.
So it's not that being kind, I have to be soft. Sometimes I have to be tough. Especially you're saying if someone is dealing with an addiction, the softness may not help.
It may not help. You've got to say no to certain things as a way of being kind to him or her. Help them get out of that situation. They will appreciate you later, and all the glory shall go back to God when you have won. But if you say, Auntie Zem, what can I do?
I'm supposed to be kind.
First of all, you're killing yourself, you're killing him, you're killing the children, and what is your service to God now? God sent you in that marriage so that you present him, you grow the household for him. But what are you doing? You're shattering it.
As we come to a close of this, what would you tell people out there who feel that kindness during conflict is a hard paper?
One, you're not the first one to go through that. You're not the first one to be married, neither will you be the last. You're not the first one to be in a situation that is so compromising you, and you will not be the last. Once we appreciate that, we shall know that we are in this because it is the will of God, and we are sent to do his service in this marriage, and then practice the things that we have talked about. Be ambassador of peace. Step out when you feel you can't handle the fire anymore, and come back, discuss the resolutions to the problem. Apologize where it is needed. It is very strong of you to apologize and forgive. God says you should forgive 77 times a day. For you, you're too angry and too disappointed to never forgive. No, you're not the first one. And we have seen any gold that comes out very expensive, it has gone through fire for it to be refined as gold. So for us who want to walk through things, you beat me, I go. You do, I give you. We have seen us fail compared to the guys who have been strategic. Sit down, pray about it, but also look for solutions.
Wow.
I hope
thank you very much, Mighty, and thank you very much, our viewers. I've been learning a lot, and I'm hoping our viewers out there have learned. We are on the same page. We're actually on the same team. There's no reason for us to fight and throw things and beat each other. We are playing on the same team, and as much as we know that, let us then come together and work together for the common goal. The beauty about our marriages as Christians, we know it is for life. It is for life. So if I'm going to shout at you, is it going to help us in the future or not? So look at all these things before we get out there and escalate conflicts. I know some things can be really painful. I know he has done something or she has done something that is really, really painful. But did she actually intend to hurt you that badly? What was the intention, as she has said? What was the intention at the back of it all? What did he mean by that? Before we escalate and go around, did he mean pain, or he was actually, some things happen accidentally? But as we do all this, let's remember we're just ambassadors for Christ. So let us do whatever we're doing for his glory. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Fiona Mboa, here at Church of Uganda Family TV with Ringdiaries.